Hey, welcome back to Motor Means. I'm your guy, and today we're getting up close with the Toyota RAV4, the comfy, slightly stubborn compact SUV that's everywhere for a reason. Stick around because we'll dig into looks, tech, real-world fuel numbers, price, and whether this thing is actually worth your cash. Spoiler, it's way more sensible than flashy, but that's not a bad thing. Quick roadmap: first the eye candy, exterior, then the cabin vibes, interior, the engines, yes, gas, hybrid, and plug-in, roof and tires, lights and dashboard, top speed and real fuel numbers, price, and my final verdict, all packed into one honest review with a price hook you'll want to hear. Let's start with the exterior. The RAV4's got that chiseled, go-anywhere look. Squarer wheel arches, bold grille, and clean rear haunches. It's not trying to be a sports car, it's trying to be your everyday hero. Two-tone paints and a panoramic glass roof are available on higher trims, which actually makes the cabin feel bigger and brighter. Great if you like sunlight on the morning commute. Inside, Toyota keeps it practical and comfy. Seats are supportive for long drives, Softex is an option on nicer trims, and storage is sensible. Cup holders, cubbies, and a liftgate that's not fussy. The infotainment feels modern enough: touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on many trims, and a driver-focused layout that doesn't make you hunt for buttons while driving. It's the kind of interior you stop noticing because it just works. Now the important bit: powertrains. The base 2.5-liter four-cylinder serves as the backbone, about 203 HP and 184 pound-feet of torque. Honest, dependable numbers for everyday driving. If you want better fuel economy, the hybrid system brings a combined 219 net horsepower and strong efficiency, while the plug-in hybrid ramps things up with roughly 302 HP and an EV range in the low 40s miles, handy for short commutes without gas. Top speed for the standard setup sits around the highway-friendly range, and 0 to 60 varies by powertrain. Expect roughly 8 seconds for the base gas model, quicker for the PHEV. These are real-world figures, not fantasy specs. Tires and suspension, practical and adaptable. Wheel sizes typically range from about 17 to 19 inches depending on trim, with tubeless all-season rubber standard and sportier setups on higher grades. The suspension is tuned for comfort, but can handle a twisty back road if you insist. AWD versions use dynamic torque control to keep traction predictable. Lighting and dashboard, LED headlights and taillights on most trims, crisp visibility at night, and a clean digital analog driver display that's readable and not distracting. The dash layout is purposeful: no clutter, quick climate controls, and enough USBs to keep a small army of devices alive. Price and who it's for: the RAV4 starts in the low 30s MSRP for base gas models and climbs into the low to mid 40s for hybrids and plug-in trims depending on options. That puts it squarely in the practical, used everyday bucket. Not cheap, but hard to beat for reliability and resale. If you're enjoying this breakdown, smash that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. I've got more real reviews coming for Motor Means. Final verdict: is the RAV4 worth it? If you want reliability, good fuel numbers, especially the hybrid, roomy cargo, and a no-nonsense daily driver, absolutely. If you want sporty handling or luxe finishes for the price, look elsewhere. Personally, for a family daily driver that rarely complains, it's a solid yes. Question for you: which RAV4 would you pick? Base gas, hybrid for mileage, or plug-in for the electric boost? Tell me in the comments. And one last reminder: like, comment, and subscribe to Motor Means. You know the drill. Catch you in the next one.